Alright, this video is going to deal with tasks and how tasks are handled on the Droid. And I'll say, out of the box, they're not handled. Out of the box, the Droid, and again, if anybody wants to tell me differently, that's fine. But out of the box, the Droid will sync your, if you're talking to a corporate server, it will sync your email, your contacts, and your calendar. It doesn't do notes and tasks. So there are two possible ways of dealing with it. The first way of dealing with it is by using a program called Touchdown. Touchdown has been out for a while, pretty rock solid. It works with the Droid Pro, Droid X, Droid blah 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 in this new Droid tablet that's coming out. And basically it will do tasks and it will do notes. And then they also give you some other features that you don't normally get in the native part that's from the Droid. So out of office, rules if you want to add a new rule and you're on the road. So it's a purer Outlook client than the one that they give you. All right, so that's one way of dealing with it. I like this program. I have some issues with it, as I do with everything. My main issue with it is now I've got what I would have rather seen is that the Motorola made a deal with Touchdown and incorporated those features in the same way they did with Quick Office or whatever it is. But in any event, I didn't have that dream. So basically what we're at is the only issue I have with this program, well, actually I have two issues, but the main issue is that now I've got two email clients on there, and yeah, I can use this one for this thing and that one for that thing, but it was kind of getting to me. And basically I didn't need all of these features. Now I normally did, but I was willing to say to myself, okay, I don't need this and I don't need that. I'm saying that if you want a pure client, go with Touchdown. That's going to give you the best, as close to what you're looking for. If you had an Outlook client on your phone, this is what you want to go with. I chose a different route because I was actually using this, and I actually put this on my wife's phone, and she's been using this. And then I found another app called Remember the Milk, and I've sort of decided to go with that. And the reason for that is that I'm more using the GTD module, getting things done, and so I didn't just want what I would normally get in Outlook. I wanted something additional and something extra, and I got that in Remember the Milk, and so I ended up going in that route. So what is Remember the Milk? Remember the Milk is a website based program that does your tasks, but if you become a pro user, they give you a program called Milk Sync that you load onto your machine, and it will sync between its tasks and Outlook and the app that's on the phone. So what happens is and it's either one. It's pretty much the same. I think Nitro is $25 and Remember the Milk is like $25. So you can decide either way. The advantage of going with Nitro is that you're going to get everything plus, and if you go with Remember the Milk, you're just going to get just tasks. You're still not going to get notes. You're still not going to get rules. You're still not going to get a whole bunch of other stuff. But I kind of decided, it would be nice to have rules on my phone, but I don't really need that as much as I need really good tasks. So why did I go with this? So we have the ability to go ahead and put in your tasks. That's fine and dandy. You also have a location section, and the way that the location works is I can go in and I can put an address like 100 Main Street, and I can click on that and I can call that the pet shop. Okay. Now when I go to my tasks and I want to add a task, so I'm going to put this under personal, and I'm going to put in personal, and I'm going to say get food for dog, and I go ahead and click on that, and I can go in. And one of the nice things that you can do, both on this and in Outlook, a lot of people don't know this, that when you click on the due date, you don't have to put in a date. I can just say tomorrow, or I can say 2 weeks from 2 weeks, and it will figure out what it is. A lot of people don't know you can just do that in Outlook as well, and I'll show you that in 1 second. I can put in some nice little tags. The feature here I want to show you was the location. So now I can say pet store, and now what will happen is that the application on my phone will actually, when I'm driving past the pet store, it will actually beep my phone and say, hey, I noticed you're within 200 feet of the pet store. By the way, you wanted to remind you to get food for your dog. So that right there is worth that much more to me than anything else, because that does happen. I put tasks in and I'll go to the CVS and I'll forget half the things. I don't look at my phone. I run in, I run out. This is going to vibrate in my pocket, make a sound, and say, look, you need to pick up dog food or whatever it is. So that kind of thing works for me. And then, as I said, if you have the once you go Pro, it will load on the Remember the Milk Sync program on your machine, and I just run this and I leave it running. And it's not instantaneous like it was on the BlackBerry. It's about a 4 or 5 minute delay, but eventually that task will show up on my task list. And by the way, let's kind of just do a task while we're here, because I just wanted to share that, because a lot of people didn't know that, which is so I can say get new car, and now where it says due date, I can say 1 month, and it will figure out that 1 month from today is 12/18. All right, a lot of people didn't even know that, so that's a cool thing to know. So let's cancel this, and let's just see if that has actually come in yet. I don't think it has. I would have to go off and come back, but that's okay. All right, but you get the idea. It's about a 4 or 5 minute delay. Excuse me, I still have a cold. So your two choices are to use Remember the Milk or the Touchdown. Again, if you want all the features, if you want to have Outlook on your phone just like you have Outlook in your office, then you got to go with Touchdown. If you're saying, well, you know, I like the native app that's on the phone, but I really do need to have some tasks, and I really want to get better on these tasks, then I would say Remember the Milk. Okay, that's it for now. I do want to go back to our new website, which is the BlackBerry Halfway House, dedicated to BlackBerry users switching to the Droid Pro. And of course, our term is release with love. So what we keep doing is anytime I come up with new things, I'm going to keep adding them to the site. For example, I just found, as I was trolling through the internet, some really nice step-by-step videos for the Droid. And if you click on the link on the thing, it will take you. It's actually on the Verizon site, and it's pretty tough to find. But once you do find them, they're actually pretty good. So it's things like, you know, how do you do, and they're nice videos. Now, why they don't tell most of us how to get them, that's fine. But they have provided them.
Increased coverage by giving you the flexibility to make calls using CDMA and G.
Okay, so there's a lot of nice things. So again, we always say go to the BlackBerryHalfwayHouse.com, see what's there, and I do need to stress, once again, I have a donate button down the bottom. When my wife finds out at the end of the month how much money I've spent on this, she is going to kill me. So my goal is to get every person who looks at this to send me $1. $1. If you send me more, that's fine, because you know somebody won't send me $1. But in any event, I say that sort of tongue-in-cheek. But yeah, I will keep getting these apps. I will keep putting these up. A couple of dollars every now and then would be really nice, so at least I feel like I'm doing it for some worthwhile reason. That's it for now. I will talk to you later, and ciao.